Okay children, so we come to the last part of the chapter, which is called as the functions of the parliament. Very important part, and all these 5 points have to be kept ready. Okay, मतलब parliament exactly करता क्या है? Coming to your again page number 154, they are the law making functions. You know, let me tell you, any law that is being made in the country is made by the parliament, that is by both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Okay, you cannot say that one of them is more important out over here. Yes, population wise, because Lok Sabha has got more members, there are more votings happening there, so they have a little upper hand. But both these houses have to work to make the laws of the country. Second point, no money can be raised or spent by the government without the approval of the Lok Sabha. You know who is basically taking care of the finances of the country, because you have the finance ministers, okay, who are all being elected by the prime minister. They're all being brought in power. Okay, the Lok Sabha has got all the right to know about the money bill of the country, that is the finance of the country. Okay, so a money bill can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. It is very important that the money bill has to be introduced by the Lok Sabha, because again I am telling you, Lok Sabha members are those representatives who are being elected by us. So whatever is the budget, it has to be taken care with respect to the people of the country. So that is the reason why Lok Sabha takes the initiative to understand what the budget is, where the money is allocated, how much it is allocated. Okay, it should be spent wisely, how much of taxation should be done. So all these decisions are taken by the Lok Sabha. Next is, in some cases the parliament can also pass laws on subjects under the state list. अभी स्टेट लिस्ट इज बेसिकली टेकन केयर बाय whom we said, the state government. लेकिन कभी कभी अगर कोई स्टेट में कोई कम्युनल राइट्स होता है, कम्युनल राइट्स का मतलब होता है when there is a small war happening between two communities, at this point of time the parliament can take over the state list. Every subject in the state list can be taken over by the Parliament of India. Okay, it can even go under the President of India. At that point of time, the state government cannot say that ये हमारा state का problem है, so the parliament should not come in between. Not at all allowed. If the need arises, both the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha can take control of the state list. Next is, only the parliament can introduce a bill to amend the constitution. Amend का मतलब होता है to make any changes in the constitution. I hope you all know our constitution is like a rule book for our country. And there are about 12 schedules and there are more than 400 articles. वो articles को change करना है, थोड़ा भी नया कुछ points डालना है. All this is only allowed by the parliament. Okay, this is only been allowed by the parliament of our country. मतलब the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha will sit and discuss how many laws have to be added. If there are what you call that old laws are there, do you want to change that? All that is actually taken care by the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. So that comes under your law making function. The budget. Budget means the money matter. Okay. What is a budget? The budget is an estimate of the annual income and expenditure of the government of India. घर पे भी budget बनता है, जितना income आता है, कितना expense होता है. Your parents are keeping a check of that. Country का budget is being taken care by the finance minister, and that is very important because income should be good, expenditure should be less. Then only your country ka economy will raise up. Okay. The government, coming to the last page called on 155, the government presents the budget of the Lok Sabha every year. The budget has to be passed by the parliament, and when we say the budget has to be passed by the parliament, every member of both the houses have to give a yes for the budget. Okay. And let me tell you, the finance minister also does a beautiful job of seeing that everything goes off smoothly. And before presenting the budget to the people, the prime minister goes through it, the president goes through it, so they know what is the good for the country. The Lok Sabha has the power to suggest a cut to the budget or even reject it altogether. मतलब लोक सभा में सब members जो बैठे हैं, including the opposition party, if they feel that some points in the budget is not suitable, they have all the right to raise their question. And if they feel that the budget is absolutely not suitable, of course with majority you can reject the whole budget. But fortunately these things never happen and things have always been smooth. Next is function of the parliament, control over the executive. What is the meaning of this? The parliament keeps a watch over the government. And who is this keeping the watch over the government? The opposition always keeps a watch on the ruling party. See, the Council of Ministers is directly responsible and answerable to the Lok Sabha for its policies and action. Like you must have seen Lok Sabha ka jab scene hota hai, okay, we have the Home Minister Mr. Amit Shah who is trying to explain, and you have opposition who is sitting in opposite to them. At times, you know, they are not ready to listen. They make sounds and then they hit on the desk to show that we are against it. Basically, hitting on the desk is to show that we are with you. But when they, you know, make some sounds and they don't allow the minister to speak, okay, about his policies and everything, then you can understand the opposition is not for it. Okay, so here the minister has to be very smart to show that his policies are actually worth it for the country. The Council of Ministers has to resign immediately if a vote of no confidence is passed against it by the Lok Sabha. You know, a Modi government, as I told, is always under the scan for 5 years. Even if any one minister makes a grave mistake, let me tell you, a grave mistake, they have impeached or violated or done a real grave mistake, and if they are being proved in the Lok Sabha with a majority, what will happen? That ministry will resign, or that minister will resign. With him, the Modi government and all other ministers will have to resign. So that is the meaning of vote of no confidence. And this vote of no confidence means we don't have confidence in this government. So that is the reason why the ruling party has to always have their confidence high, and they have to see to it that, you know, they don't lose this confidence. Otherwise, the government will come down collapsing. Okay. Next is the members of parliament can discuss government policies and question the ministers. Hence, they can exercise a check on the working of the minister, okay, of the government. Like, you know, whatever policies are coming out, whether it was demonetization or whatever the great thing that happened in our country in over these many years, all these are being checked by the members from the opposition party, even from the same party, just to know that everything is working properly. Okay, so they have all the right to ask questions on the policies of the government. The parliament, fourth point, the parliament can move an adjournment motion to discuss and focus on any matter of public importance which requires immediate and urgent attention from the government. For instance, national disasters such as earthquake or terrorist attack. Now, what is the meaning of adjournment? Adjournment का मतलब होता है to adjourn. Adjourn मतलब उसको side में रखने का. Keep it aside. Now, when the members of Lok Sabha, when they come together for the sessions, they have a lot to talk about the policies of the country, the betterment of the country. Now, when these discussions are happening, suddenly when the news comes to them that there was a huge terrorist attack in some part of the country, okay, at that point of time, the members of the Lok Sabha, they will keep aside all their agenda, okay, of discussion, and now their discussion will be how the terrorist attack happened, how many were killed, who are these terrorists, from where have they come, and how are we going to go further in taking them out from the country. Okay, so that is the meaning of adjourning the talk. Okay, मतलब जो हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे उसको साइड में रख दिया, और अभी इनका डिस्कशन क्या चलेगा? Now the discussion will happen on the terrorism, okay, or on terrorist attack that happened in the country. ठीक है? So that is very, very important. Like they cannot say, अरे terrorist attack हुआ तो क्या हुआ? Let us continue with our policies. No, all that has to be kept aside, because what is very important for the country has to come out from the terrorist attack. Okay, so that is very important. So control over the executive is over. Coming to the next one called as judicial functions. The parliament can impeach or remove the president of India. Both these houses can take out the president of India. They can take out the vice president of India. They can take out the judges of the Supreme Court and the High Court. You know why? Because ये चारों का जो appointment है, कौन करता है? It is done by the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Have you ever heard that your parents are going for the president's election of the country? No. We only go for the prime minister's election and the chief minister. But who is electing the president and vice president? It has been elected by the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So अगर इन लोग उनको elect कर सकता है, तो these they can even take them out from the post. But ऐसे ही किसी को निकालता नहीं है. If they have impeached the constitution, if they have violated any points of the constitution, they have done some grave mistake, then only they have been taken out, and that procedure is called as impeachment. That procedure is called as impeachment, including your High Court judges and your Supreme Court judges are taken out by the members of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. So you can imagine, you have to be proud enough to understand that we have a parliamentary kind of government. Coming to the last, elective functions, the parliament plays an important role, just as I said, for the election of the president and vice president. That is why we say we don't go for the election, लेकिन हमारा representatives जो लोकसभा में बैठे हैं, they go for the election of the president and the vice president of our country. Okay, so you can say president and vice president का election is indirect election, prime minister का election is direct election. Okay, so they play a very important role. Coming to the last part, sessions of the parliament. Parliament कितने बार मिलता है साल में? What is the meaning of that? लोकसभा का अलग से मीटिंग होता है, राज्यसभा का अलग से होता है, लेकिन इन दोनों का एक साथ आना भी जरूरी होता है. So how many times does that happen? The parliament meets at least twice a year, and दोनों के बीच में 6 महीने का गैप से ज्यादा होना नहीं चाहिए. For a session to take place, at least 10% of the total membership has to be present, and this is called as quorum. ठीक है? Now यहाँ पे कितने members हैं? 545 members है. ठीक है, यहाँ पे कितना है? 545. यहाँ पे कितने मेंबर्स है? 238. दोनों को ऐड करोगे, इसका जो टोटल है, ओके, उसका 110 पीपल शुड बी प्रेजेंट फॉर द कंबाइंड सेशन ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट. 110, दैट मीन्स मिनिमम 110 पीपल शुड बी प्रेजेंट, एंड दैट मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ पीपल हु आर प्रेजेंट आर कॉल्ड एज अ कोरम. कोरम का मतलब क्या होता है? मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ पीपल रिक्वायर्ड फॉर अ मीटिंग टू बी कंडक्टेड इज कॉल्ड एज अ कोरम. ये कोरम हर जगह पे होता है. तुम्हारा पीटीएम का जो मीटिंग होता है उसमें भी होता है, बिल्डिंग का मीटिंग में भी होता है. ठीक है, सो मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ पीपल शुड बी प्रेजेंट फॉर अ मीटिंग टू टेक प्लेस, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज कोरम. फाइन. सो दोनों सेशंस शुड टेक प्लेस मिनिमम 2 times, एंड दोनों के बीच में 6 महीने का फर्क नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है. So we are done with the chapter Union Legislature, hopefully, and I mean you have understood the chapter very well. Go through the chapter, mark your doubts and keep again, and whenever there is a doubt lecture, we shall surely clear them. Okay, bye, see you, take care.